Well, 'tis the season for weddings on Delmarva.
Especially ceremonies at sunrise or sunset on one of the peninsula's beautiful beaches. If that's what you have in mind for your special day, our next guest can help.
That's right. Kathleen Schreiner is the owner of Weddings by Cathleen. And Kathleen, it's been a very, very busy time for you, especially with the beach weddings. What do you have to do to get married on the beach?
There are a lot of things you need to do. You need to check with each individual town, such as Rehoboth Beach, Lewis Beach, Ocean City. All the beaches in Delaware require that you have a beach permit. The only one that doesn't require it is Ocean City, Maryland, but you still have to call and get permission. They don't charge you for that. In Delaware, they do, and that's up and down the coastal highway.
You know, there are a lot of beaches here on the peninsula. Name some of the few that people are allowed to get married on.
Lewis Beach, number 2, that's what we've called it for years. It's the smaller beach that sits by the Cape May Ferry. Henlopen State Park is another beautiful place that they love to get married. Rehoboth Beach in front of Solero's and Henlopen Hotel is another perfect spot out on the beach. Ocean City, Maryland, down by the Princess Royale Hotel is another nice spot. So you can get married on any beach except Assateague. You're not allowed to do that anymore. I don't know why, but several people have called and we have not been permitted to go there and do weddings.
Oh, okay. And we have some pictures here of some of the weddings you've done in the past. Now, there are certain requirements that need to be met, some licenses and things like that. Tell us about that.
In the state of Delaware, both parties, groom and bride, need to go to the Clerk of the Peace office either in Wilmington, Dover, or Georgetown. Get a license, and then they can get married anywhere in the state of Delaware. If you live in Wilmington, you can get it there, come to the beach in Rehoboth, and still get married. The license for out-of-state people costs $100, only cash, $50 if you're a resident. The whole process takes about 20 minutes at the clerk's office, and they will give you your 3 copies of your license that day. One which will go to the bride and groom, of course, one that I keep if I'm the officiant, and then one that's filed with the state the Monday after the ceremony.
And you actually will travel for a wedding. It's not like it has to be within a certain vicinity. You'll go wherever you have to go.
I'll go wherever I have to go, including destination weddings, which I've done already.
Yeah,
yes.
And you've been doing weddings for about 15 years. I'm sure you have a lot of stories. Which wedding, I guess, stands out in your mind the most?
It was really, it's hard to think because they're all unique in their own aspect, but I'd have to say the Jungle Gym Water Park, where we had the whole park and held a wedding there for about 300 people.
Seriously?
And I had the honor of planning it from start to finish, from the music to the food to the cake to the flower, everything. It was beautiful, it was beautiful. And then stand up on that little King Kong and pray I didn't fall in the water.
I can imagine. Tell us more about the couple who are going to be renewing their vows today on the show.
Florence and Alan, they are the dearest, dearest people. They've been in love with each other for about 18 years. And as each marriage always does, or relationships, there's ups and downs. But recently, she had a tragic car accident in 2004, and it left her disabled, and she's not been able to work. Her husband is working 2 jobs to support her, but 6 months ago, they also took the responsibility to give these new children that they've brought into their home, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old, a better life.
Right.
And they've really been struggling. And I thought of all the people that wanted to do this today, that they needed a little lift and a little happiness in their life.
And we're going to have that lift and that happiness in just a few moments. Up next on Delmarva Life.
The stage is set, the flowers are cut. I didn't cut them though. Join us for an in-studio vow renewal ceremony.
You don't want to miss it, but first, here's a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WVOC News at 6.